the dragon who could not yet. In the misty mountains, where clouds kissed the peaks, stood Dragon's School, a magnificent castle of stone and crystal, where young dragons learned the ancient arts. Every morning, courtyard filled with bright bursts of orange and yellow, as the little dragons practiced their flames. Some shot fire high into the air, others made perfect circles of heat, and a few even managed to create fire that danced like butterflies. But in the corner of the courtyard sat Drakosha, a small purple dragon with golden eyes. While his classmates roared with pride as flames burst from their mouths, Drakosha could only produce soft gray smoke rings that floated lazily upward before disappearing. "Look at Drakosha," laughed Ember, a red dragon who was particularly proud of her bright flames. "He's not a real dragon. He is just a smoke machine." "I cannot breathe fire," Drakosha said to himself, his voice barely a whisper. "I am a flawed dragon. I will never be like the others." That evening, while the other dragons played games of fire tag, Drakosha wandered into the whispering woods behind the school. The trees here were ancient, their branches creating a canopy so thick that only tiny spots of moonlight touched the forest floor. As he walked deeper, feeling sorry for himself, he noticed a peculiar glow coming from a hollow tree. Inside sat the oldest creature Drakosha had ever seen, a lizard whose scales shimmered with an iridescent quality, shifting from green to blue to silver as she moved. Her eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 years. "Why so glum, young dragon?" asked the wise lizard, her voice like wind chimes. Drakosha poured out his heart, telling her about his failed attempts at fire breathing and how the others mocked him. "I cannot breathe fire," he concluded miserably. "I am not a real dragon." The wise lizard smiled, a knowing expression crossing her ancient face. "Ah, but you are saying it wrong, dear child." "What do you mean?" Drakosha asked, confused. "You say, I cannot breathe fire. But the truth is, you cannot breathe fire, yet." She emphasized the last word, making it ring through the hollow tree like a bell. That one tiny word changes everything. It transforms a permanent problem into a temporary challenge. Drakosha's golden eyes widened. "Yet? Yes, yet. It is a magic word, you see. When you add "why yet" to your cons, you open a door to possibility. You give yourself permission to grow, to learn, to become. From that night forward, Drakosha practiced with new determination. Each morning, he would stand in the courtyard and say, "I cannot breathe fire yet, but I will keep trying." And something remarkable began to happen. While fire still did not come, his smoke rings became more elaborate. He learned to blow them in different sizes, to make them dance and swirl, to create shapes, hearts, stars, even little smoke butterflies that fluttered through the air. One foggy morning, the school bell rang with urgent clangs. All the dragons rushed to the main hall, where Principal Scorchwing stood with a grave expression. "Students," she announced, "a group of young dragons from the Valley School went on a field trip yesterday and have not returned. They are lost in the maze of mists, a dangerous place where the fog is so thick that even dragonfire cannot penetrate it. We need volunteers for a rescue mission." The bravest dragons stepped forward, including Ember and her friends. Drakosha hesitated, then joined them. Some dragons snickered, but Principal Scorchwing nodded approvingly. The rescue team flew to the maze of mists, a treacherous canyon where fog swirled so densely it was like flying through soup. The dragons tried using their fire to burn through the mist, but it was useless. The fog simply swallowed the flames. "This is hopeless," cried Ember. "We cannot see anything." That is when Drakosha had an idea. "I cannot breathe fire yet," he said to himself. "But maybe what we need is not fire at all." He flew to the edge of the canyon and began breathing his smoke rings, but not just any smoke rings. He created a pattern: 3 large rings, followed by 2 small ones, and 1 large one again. The smoke, being lighter than the dense fog, rose above it where it could be seen from far away. "It is a signal," exclaimed one of the teachers. "Drakosha is creating a smoke signal." Soon, they heard faint roars from within the maze. The lost dragons had seen the signal. Drakosha continued his pattern, making it bigger and more elaborate, creating a beacon that guided the lost students out of the dangerous fog. When the last young dragon emerged from the maze, the entire rescue team erupted in cheers. Ember flew over to Drakosha, her eyes shining with a new respect. "That was amazing. Your smoke saved them." In that moment of pure joy and pride, Drakosha felt a warmth building in his chest, unlike anything he would experience before. It started as a tingle, then grew into a burning sensation. Without thinking, he opened his mouth to laugh, and out came a perfect jet of golden flame. The courtyard fell silent, then burst into applause. Drakosha stared at the scorch mark on the ground, hardly believing what had just happened. Principal Scorchwing placed a wing around him. "You see, Drakosha, you were never flawed dragon. You were simply a dragon who could not breathe fire. Yet, and in your journey to find your flame, you discovered something even more valuable, a unique gift that saved lives today." From that day forward, Drakosha became known not as the dragon who could not breathe fire, but as the dragon who invented smoke signaling, a technique that became part of the dragon school curriculum. And whenever a young dragon struggled with a skill, Drakosha would share the magic word he learned from the wise lizard. Remember, you are not saying you cannot do it. You are saying you cannot do it yet, and that little word makes all the difference in the world.